When you get on his bad side, your number is up. Timothy Dalton is James Bond 007. Licensed to kill.
Initially, 25 years ago, starting from then, you had a series of films with some very good actresses, and I think the parts were more fleshed out. I mean, you can't say that Diana Rigg is not a three-dimensional actress. Jill St. John was wonderful in her part as the leading lady in one of the early Bond films. Ursula Andress, although one remembers, you know, the swimming costume and the knife and coming out of the sea, you know, gave a major impact to that first movie, Dr. No, on a black man you can hardly call two-dimensional. I think they did go into a phase of being really rather more decorative, and it would be nice to think we've come out of that. I thought Marianne's performance in The Living Daylights, I mean, she fulfilled the role she had to play superbly. This uses an awful lot of Fleming. I mean, you'll recognize when you see it, if you know the books well, lots of reverberations and echoes, and in some cases precise moments from a variety of books. It just so happens that it's the first time there isn't a Fleming title called License Revoked. The title's made up. One of the interesting things about Bond is that he's just as bad as they are. I mean, the books come back to this theme time and again. I think that's one of the reasons why maybe if we talked about The Living Daylights before, this theme of acidity, malaise keeps creeping back into each of the books. The real sense of distaste for who he is, what he is, and the world he's working in, because he's old enough to recognize himself. He says time and again, or someone says time and again, he's just as bad. He's a murderer, a killer. Cold, cruel, ruthless killer. He just happens to be working for the side that's called good. Where Fleming is special is that he gives this man a completely opposite side and makes him very human and makes him one of us. And so we put ourselves in his place, but recognize that side to him, which probably does lurk in all of us in some small degree or not. But oh yeah, he's as bad as they are. Most of the work's been done in Mexico City, in the studios and in Key West, and on locations around Mexico. Nobody should really know how our effects are achieved. I think it puts a wrong slant on the movie. If you take a particular moment, action moment in the film, and everybody in the audience knows, oh, well, that wasn't Timothy Dalton doing that, that was his stunt man. I mean, it's not a good thing. It takes believability away from that moment. On the other hand, if someone says, oh, that was Timothy Dalton, he did his own stunt, well, that's bad for the movie too. The audience should just quite simply believe that the man, the character that they're watching, James Bond, does them. I should also say that alongside stunts really go special effects, because it would be rare that a stunt takes place without some kind of explosion or gunfire or massive amount of flame or whatever. And I think the special effects team that we have, which is a large one, headed by John Richardson, I think are the best I've ever worked with, ever. When I came to this project, one of the real reasons why I accepted to do it was that Mr. Broccoli had said he wanted to take these films back to, not how they were at the beginning, but he wanted to take them back to the spirit of the earlier films. Back to that style, back to capturing what those films had, and what in fact those films had was they actually contained the spirit of Ian Fleming. They were very much like the books. They were damn good, interesting, romantic action mystery thrillers.
Here, besides, we have better odds than